people that's in those scenarios, they're connected to those things more than they're connected to the Heavenly Father. So we have to break that covenant that they have with that to bring it back to the Heavenly Father.
Yeah, and that's going into how the Lord's He's gonna give us that spiritual power to be able to subdue the nations. You know, because hey, King David and his mighty men, to a certain extent, they had spiritual power. They were mighty men. They was able to, put to flight thousands of men at once.
What was it? Ben Still?
Yeah, he was able to bend still. He was able to leap over high rise
like they're
walls.
describing Superman.
Yeah.
Fight a lion-like man in the snow, I think.
Yeah, he was talking about Goliath. Yeah. He was a young kid doing that stuff. Some of that stuff.
Yeah. So, hey, we're going to be given that power. That Zechariah 12, the inhabitants of Jerusalem shall be as David.
Yep.
I mean, can a man really break in pieces a person or a vehicle or all the things that the scripture describes? No. You'll break your damn hand. Trying to break whatever, man. So obviously the Lord's going to change us and he's going to give us the power to break in pieces these nations, man. That was a dope show right there. I didn't like that lesbian shit. They always gotta put some perversion in there. That's this devil though. Go ahead.
Psalms 144:1. Blessed be the Lord my strength, which teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the Lord makes you a warrior. He makes you a mighty man. The Lord gives us, the strength. Hey, what do you think Yashar Allah means? He's a prince of the power, man. He wrestled with an angel that's a lot stronger than him.
Yeah.
And had his joint was dislocated.
Yeah.
And he still held him, man. That's strength right there. So the Lord's going. It's nothing for the Lord to give us back.
Tell Jake right here to get a water.
But hey, the Lord brought, he brought us to a lower state. Yeah, our people are through, man. They're through. And we got to bring them souls back, man. Believe it or not, we see Jake walking around here dead. Our women walking around with just no spirit in them, man. He's just dead, just walking down the street, body showing, no shame, without a care. They're going to come back in their right mind. Yeah, man. Our people got to, that's what we got to, Lord's going to use us to bring them back. We got to bring all these souls back. They ain't in it right now.
He said y'all lost and I'm Las Vegas. That's what Jake was listening to.
Yeah, that's man.
Hey, Jake is lost though. Jake lost. That's what we was just talking about.
They're like a bumblebee right there.
I had that Zechariah and I had another 3. It's Zechariah 12:8. In that day shall the Lord Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as Yahweh, and the angel of the Lord before them.
Man, that's talking about that power, man. It'll turn us into superhumans, man. And this is something that Esau wants to achieve artificially.
They can't.
He wants to be able to put a chip in you and make you a superhuman.
Project Power,
singularity.
Project Power. That's a prime example.
Project Power, yeah. Look at the singularity stuff, man. With the dude Ray Kurzweil. That dude crazy. He's talking about the singularity was supposed to happen like the Skynet thing by like 2046. I've been watching the videos, man. They crazy. They talking about these nanobots that can alter your cells, right? Get rid of cancer, and they seek immortality.
That is actually in the nanobots. is in transcendence.
Transcendence, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Transhumanism. All
Yep.
that stuff that they talking about, man. They want to live forever. But it says also in the scriptures that a man shall seek to die in the last days.
Yep.
Won't be able to. Why? Because of that.
Yeah.
That's all tied to this cryptocurrency thing. They even got a cryptocurrency called Singularity. It's like Physis, whatever it is, right? But this is the system that they pushing right now. And everybody's following after the beast in this way. They got this AI robot named Sophia.
Yeah.
These people are talking about there's different nations right now working on artificial intelligence
That's-
for supremacy.
That's hella weak.
I'm telling you.
How they did.
It's deep, bro. So I mean, that's all I want to say. I don't want to take
It's,
away.
it's spiritual that they named it Sophia.
Right.
Yeah.
Sophia means wisdom.
Yeah.
That's
There it is.
Esau. It tells you how through his policy, craft shall prosper in his hand.
Prospering
You
right
look up
now.
that word policy, it means wisdom.
And that's that left hand.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, man. That's. But hey, the Lord's gonna humble his ass, man.
Right.
You know. It tells you that in was that Isaiah in that same chapter. He that is exalted shall be brought low, shall be abased.
It's 11 as well.
Yeah.
Or 13 is not.
You know, Esau, he's really seeking that immortality, but he knows that he can't get that.
You'll never get it.
He'll never get it. You imagine a motherfucker like that getting immortality,
Living
man?
forever.
They say it's gonna drive you
That
crazy.
demonic shit continuing forever and ever, man.
They want to tap in. There's this thing called Black Mirror I saw.
Yeah.
Man, that show crazy, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They get off into that left-hand energy with the homosexuality and all that weird stuff, man. It's all demonic. That stuff is not gonna last, man. That's going to destroy this place. You know, that's gonna destroy this place, man. It's demonic. It's not gonna last, man. It says, you know, what is it? Satan against himself, a house divided against itself shall not stand.
Yeah, we read it.
That's what it is, bro.
Yeah, man. But this devil, he like the scriptures say, the Lord's gonna what was that, Job 5? That he's gonna make sure his hand don't perform his enterprise.
Yeah.
You know?
Is Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Exactly. Ultimately, the Lord's just gonna, turn everything that he's trying to do, he's gonna turn it upon his own head. You know?
Is Job
You should
20?
have never created that missile, man. Should have never did that.
We know
But hey, you had no
the
control
Father.
over that.
It went
The
up to
Lord
him.
wanted
It
you
went up to him.
That was for the Lord. He created those for him.
Created the Smith.
You know? Those are the weapons of his indignation, man.
It's Job 20 and 19. Because he hath oppressed the poor, it's like, because he hath oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he buildeth not, surely he will not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which is desired. There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall
In
come.
the fullness of his sufficiency. Right? And eventually when he get to the pinnacle of his power, man. You know, his excellency.
Take it for me. What?
You know, that was that Isaiah 14. You know, he found his excellency into the heavens. Thus will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Don't I got one that says that in Obadiah too?
It's also an Obadiah.
Yeah.
Which shows you it's linking it too. When it talks about Lucifer, it's talking about Esau.
Yeah. He is the light bearer right now. He has the Sophia right now. The left hand, but he knows to keep the right hand
He's
away
the
from
ruler
us.
of darkness of this world. So if you can control the darkness, that means you know the light. You know what's true, but you're gonna do the opposite of the truth. You know?
Is in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and it shall rain upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
They're gonna be trying to eat them underground bunkers. You know, they got all this food stockpiling.
Bro,
food.
I seen
They
a
send it down to those underground shelters. Yeah,
seen
little secret locations
Yeah.
and places in the earth.
they put them in those like old silos.
Yeah.
And I was telling the brother that they had in one of them bunkers, they had a pool that looked like some shit like had a waterfall and everything in the bunker.
It probably lights up. And shit.
Lights up, had like a waterfall, and it like some shit like in a mansion, you know,
Some of the illest,
with a fountain. Yeah.
the illest luxury, pool, the best casino in town.
It's a 5-star resort.
They got like the ecosystem.
Liquor.
Yeah.
It's a 5-star resort. With all the amenities that you can fucking think of, they have them there.
18 course holes. Golf.
I have something. This is Psalms 140, verse 8. Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. Salah.
Yeah, because Esau, he prides himself on his left-hand power.
I'm waiting on you to get
And it takes him, time after time, resources, money. They do that diligent search, and they come up with these devices. They're hoping that it's going to be successful. They present it to the people, so they can, ultimately, they can take credit, man. They can magnify themselves as a god, man. But the Lord's going to offset them. Okay. Yep.
Verse 9. As for the head of those that compass me about, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Let burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not up again. Let not an evil speaker be established in the earth. Evil shall hunt the violent man to overthrow him.
Yep.
He gonna get overthrown, man. The ones of them that's on the soil, they're gonna get cooked. The ones of them that's gonna hide, they're gonna get dug up. They get snatched out of those bunkers. They're gonna go right into captivity, man. And we gonna work them like hell, man. We ain't gonna have no mercy. We ain't gonna have no compassion. We ain't gonna even give them a millisecond to chill.
Because the Lord's gonna open up that mind in us to fully see the true wickedness of this man. Like, there's things that they do that we don't even know about. And we're gonna be able to see through all that. We're gonna see everything, and we're gonna have the anger of the Lord in us.
Righteous ain't.
Righteous.
As it should be.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming.
It tells you that in Ezekiel. Ezekiel the 25th chapter.
It's Ezekiel 25, 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do unto Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury.
So that means that the Lord's gonna have His Spirit. Hey, because it tells you in Revelation how the tabernacle of the Most High is gonna be with men. So imagine, the anger from our higher power working through us. Because on this side, Jake have compassion. Jake want to save Esau and his own enemies. You got the one dude that hugged his brother's killer.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shit like that going down in the kingdom, man. Ain't nothing like that. The Lord's gonna put His
Everybody
anger
want
into
water?
us, man.
Always has a refiner's fire.
Straight up, man. He gonna have to put His anger into it. You got coons,
Yeah.
Uncle Ruckuses and Candace Owens, them type of motherfuckers, man.
Django.
Steffens, bunch of Steffens. The Lord gonna put the spirit on them to tear shit down, man. We even got Confederate Negroes.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I did see that.
With that banner, like,
And that one guy on the news with the Make America Great
Yeah,
in large hat and shit.
yeah. The Lord gonna have to really put a spirit on them.
Yep.
As they'll try to fight for Esau ass.
Yeah.
Hey, like in the
They'll kill
movie,
you for Esau.
like in Birth of a Nation. Well, not even the house nigga. Not even him, the young one that sold him out.
Oh,
He ended up in the army. He ended up scared of the army.
Crying and shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's an example of coming back in the kingdom shame. That
When he looked
a young
into that army.
yeah.
That was it.
He says, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah. Because hey, when Esau took his vengeance, he did it perpetually.
Oh yeah.
He never stopped his anger against us. You know.
He was doing his best to try to eradicate us off the planet.
So hey, all that hate is just gonna be reciprocated back to his ass, man.
And we're going to do unto them what they have intended to do unto us, which was to ultimately get rid of us.
Right.
We're going to get rid of them.
Yeah.
We're not going to do it. The Father's going to allow the Lord to do it.
Well, I mean, he's right though.
No. It's about how I'm
Yeah, we're
worded.
gonna
For the
I
sound
understand.
bite. I'm trying to clean it up for the sound bite, but yeah. But you read in Ezekiel, I will lay strokes on Edom by the hand of my people Israel. You know, so I mean, no really getting away from it, but the absolute truth is, yeah,
And
they don't have to go.
These Christians act like that's not there.
Yeah.
Like vocab demonize us because that's in the Bible.
Stop.
Lord
The
is
same
all
book you
love,
read.
brother.
The same book you supposed to be reading.
Just because you refuse to read that doesn't mean that it ain't in there.
I don't even think the book of Obadiah has ever been pulled out in the Christian church.
No, I've never.
Never.
Well, half of them say it's been already fulfilled.
Yeah.
But we've been trying to ask for all these years since they said that.
When?
Okay, when? When and where? In history. Provide the
Secular
documents.
history.
Provide the proof. When did this happen?
They-
When did both
they say-
northern tribes and the southern tribes
They try to
get
go to
together?
they try to go to the Maccabees,
Yeah.
but then they say
that's a fail.
they say Herod was an Edomite,
Yeah.
He was an Idumean.
Idumean, so he was after the Maccabees. So
Yeah, how's he still alive?
how can he? Yeah,
It's funny how they
They're not letting the spirit, man.
They
Spirit
don't-
of the truth ain't in there, man.
They just don't want to acknowledge the truth. That's the bottom line. So they'll fight tooth and nail, even if the argument is dead. They still fight tooth and nail, trying to disprove the validity of what the Bible's really actually talking about.
The carnal minded, man.
he's trying to hide himself. He's trying to, wiggle his way out of judgment. Oh, if they exist, they're the Arabs. It's not us.
Yeah.
It's the Arabs.
It's not so. Of course, it's not so.
Or it's either that or no, they were done away with in the Roman Jewish wars.
Stop.
yeah.
Man, we know that we the hidden ones in the Most High. It says here in Psalms 83, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. Who is that speaking about?
Every day. And the first nation listed in that conspiracy,
Yep.
Tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Eden. That's who it is.
He leads the charge in that conspiracy. And they've always been complicit with each other to help take down the tribes, man. And the whole UN is about the destruction of Israel. All the agendas that come out of the UN is about taking us out, basically, man.
They know who we are. That's why Bill Gates and the rest of the Rosicrucians that set up the Georgia Guidestones got an edict to give us the vaccines first.
Exactly.
Time, bro.
Exactly. And they said it they was blatant with the shit.
Yeah, and
Well,
then
we want the blacks, Hispanics,
And the
and Native Americans
first.
first.
like
Y'all
they're
get
doing
first
us,
dibs.
they're doing us a search.
Yeah.
Thank you. We
Because
appreciate
we're
it.
trying to do away with racism, and we know that you guys been
Catching hell with these police officers. It's y'all. It's your head. Your leader was the one that got them out there killing them.
his words are smoother than butter.
Wars in his heart.
Wars in his heart, man.
Wars in his heart.
You was there? No, he was red, but you was up front. that right
57
quick?
or 56.
57. On down.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 6 and verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have
Because he read Psalm 83, that's why.
Yeah.
which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us, and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
We're not in any rulership position to make any decisions on the earth as a people, let alone as individuals.
We've been misclassified. They calling us black. Ain't no nation on this earth called black. There's an Asian, there's a Mexican, there's every other nation, but there ain't no black. That's because we've been misclassified since the early 1900s. The same place, the same people that put that classification on our people, misclassified us, they're running control of CDC. They're the same people that's calling for the census this year. The same exact people. They're the ones that created the one-drop rule. If you had a drop of Negro African American blood, you was black. These are the same people, the same entities, the same people that these people were funded by the KKK. The Democratic Party is the KKK. Period. I'm not no politician. I'm not Republican, Democrat, because we don't do that. We don't vote. Because like my brother said earlier, these are two wings of the same damn bird. We don't vote. But they try to say you complicit if you don't do anything. Well, this is doing something. We standing on the word of the Most High. Because he's in control of all things.
This is a peaceful protest.
This is peaceful, right? Exactly.
You really want to classify it as a movement or anything like that. Peaceful protest.
And they get loud sometimes.
Oh yeah.
The scriptures say to lift up the hand, right?
Voice.
Like a trumpet too. Yeah.
And oppression make it a wise man mad.
Yeah.
Exactly. If we didn't know these things, we wouldn't be so wound up about it. There's a reason for it. You know, it's called righteous anger. And so when we take that and we do what's right, look at the scriptures, the Most High said, come out here and prophesy to his people.
You sound like you about to get you a garment.
I'm about to. I already looked into it. Burlap. I already know what to get. I already got everything lined up. I'm just waiting on my little money to come through. Boom, I'm going to get it. I'll be out here. Believe me.
Jay getting fired up, man.
Hey,
Spirit, man. That's the spirit.
Oppression maketh the wise man mad, and the Heavenly Father is pouring out His Spirit upon us.
Hey.
That we will prophesy and dream dreams and so on and so forth.
Visions, yeah. And I know this world's going to be turning. It's already upside down. I had the vision. The Most High already showed me.
Yeah, man.
I'm supposed to be out here, man.
Hey, hey, we ain't got a lot of time left.
We don't.
Y'all better stop playing games.
Yeah.
There's a lot more Jakes out there that know they're supposed to be out here too, in their respective cities. They're gonna start hitting the highways and hedges too.
better.
Because we
I
know.
was gonna say they ain't got no choice, really.
We ain't gonna have no choice, man.
Hey, my GMS Vegas sit-downs page just got striked again, my second strike. So this is my third page that they got.
Hey, I just gave it again.
It was I was going into prophecy in that video. They strike me for it. They just pick whatever, you know. But it's all good because
yeah. I mean, somebody's watching it.
He's doing this because this word is affecting his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the more he put restrictions on our content, the quicker the family of the word is gonna happen.
Right. Which
Where
should
nobody's gonna have access to hearing the word of the Most High.
I was just gonna say, well, you guys that know that, if you notice anything that we always say out here, anybody come up, hey, you're welcome to ask questions. This is where you're gonna get the most sincere questions you got answered at on the street. The videos are nice to watch when it's the middle of the night and we ain't out here at work, whatever else we do in our lives. But when we're not out here, when we are out here, you guys should be out here asking questions. These men are already out here.
Prime example, say versus coming out here, you stay at home and you type a question like this brother's page. Say you type a question to this brother, and his page get deleted. He never saw your question, and your question never get answered.
Right.
But when you come out here, it's you get edified.
It is particular to you.
And it's an extra step of faith coming out here.
Absolutely.
You know? It takes a lot to come out here, man.
You put your life on the line, literally.
Yeah.
Hey, the scriptures tell you what to count the cost. So it's all important. I got a scripture on that too. Where Esau doing what he's doing. There's 2 Corinthians 13:8. And it reads, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So anything that happens, according to the way, whether Esau want to cancel pages, hey, and even when, the famine of the word comes, hey, that's all unto the benefiting of what? Of prophecy to be fulfilled, man. For the end to come.
That's it. Can't do nothing with it. Can't do nothing against it before it. All you doing is helping to forward the word, man. You know? When you taking our videos down, that's just you persecute. That's just a persecution.
We know that was coming. We expect that.
We know that this is affecting you, man. You know? But hey, it's all good, man, because the word of the Lord does not go out void. It shall accomplish that which he pleases.
That's right. Nothing against the truth, what you quoted?
That's what I read.
That's it, man. If it be of man, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High,
there's Acts 5:38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, ye cannot overthrow it.
Yes.
Least happily ye be found even to fight against the Most High.
this is not of us, man. This is not, because we like to say this thing of ours, but really this thing is really, we like to refer to this thing as this thing of ours, but really this is the thing of the Most High. This is his, man. You can't buck up against that. Whether you silence us or not, hey, his word is still going to be fulfilled.
Go our boy.
Okay. So hey, that was it, right? All right. So with that, we're gonna close out. We're gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakudash.
Give honors to the elder apostles. Great millstone, peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. We're gonna say Shalom wa above ball.
Above, above. Hey.
This did pretty good after that?
Yeah.